Ladies and gentle steppers, welcome back to another weekly guild stats video for SimpleMMO. This week we'll be covering 21 through 28 April. And before we start, I just gotta say, it feels good to be back in the recording studio and to be able to do these through video instead of just having to post them through Discord. So, now that we're back, let's get into it. Let's actually start covering all the data, right? This is gonna be fun. My hair's a crazy mess, but don't worry about that. Now, we want to focus on the newly active guilds. A total of 8 newly active guilds. You have the Pariahs, Church of Skitty, 300 Chaos, Alarias Nguyen, Glord, House of Cats, Retirement Home, and Silk Road. Man, I really struggled on that one guild name. I want to talk about a few here. First and foremost, Silk Road. I don't know what the frick is happening with Silk Road because I feel like every week we're seeing it get deleted and recreated, and you'll see in a second what I'm talking about, even for this week alone. Retirement Home, shout out to Mordigan for doing the retirement home there. Good joke. House of Cats, that's another interesting name, right? I like that name. Now I want to talk about the two at the top here. Church of Skitty with the High Priestess Skitty. Now we've seen Church of Skitty in Global giving away gold. They just popped out of nowhere, this High Priestess Skitty, and then they've been giving away gold. Very interesting guild. I hope they stick around. It will be interesting to see how they evolve. You always love a good guild that's willing to donate to the community, so can't complain there. I know some people were saying they earned a lot of gold because they're selling diamonds for gold to give it all away, which is absolutely crazy. Now let's talk about the Pariahs here. This is led by Hugs, who is a known member of the SimpleMMO community. Now, he used to be part of TSL, then went to MOU, and then most recently just created this guild. Now, rumor has it that this is becoming Babel 2.0, and I hope that it's the good parts of Babel, and not the parts where the sanctions happen and the toxicity. So fingers crossed we see that this is a good section of Babel that's coming out, and the toxic Babel that was sanctioned stays dead with the rest of, Babel, because it looks like that guild is dead or dying. So that's it for the newly active guilds. Let's move on over to the deleted guilds. We have Silk Road being deleted by that same guild leader. Where'd they go? Back to Silk Road. So they're just deleting their guild and recreating it. I don't know if they're just like sinking their gold for no other reason than shits and giggles. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Why are you blowing all this gold just for you to destroy it, rebuild it, destroy it, rebuild it? It's the same freaking name. I don't get it. And then Dress Up was deleted by Merchant, and they moved over to Zelth Zenith Kitties. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Zelth Zenith Kitties. Now, that's your overarching picture for the guild details. Let's move over into the next part. This is talking about the dashboard for the weekly guild stats. Now, this is the first row that you're only seeing, but now 816 guilds have shown to have some type of activity since the guild update in 2021. And they've earned some type of EXP, which means they've had some type of activity. Moving to the next box we have here, 79 weekly active guilds. That means 79 active guilds for this past week, which is lower than what we're used to seeing. We're used to seeing in the 80s and 90s. We talked about this already. It's not the end of the world. This guy's not falling out for SimpleMMO, but it is an interesting number to track. And then for the breakdown of those 816 guilds with activity, 451 are PvE only, and 365 are PvP enabled guilds. Pretty interesting in that split, and it's normal for what we've been seeing since that PvE boost for those guilds in the previous update a while back. Now, top 10 PvP guilds. This is a shakeup. There's some movement, right? For this past week, again, for 21 through 28 April, Rain Factory's on the top. Now, there's a few guilds that you're probably looking up here. You're like, wait, where'd they go? What happened? TSL isn't on there. Babel's not on there. These big guilds are no longer on the PvP guild list. What happened? And talk about it. Babble's just, well, we'll talk about one right now. Babble, just not even a thing anymore. TSL, they're a different thing, and we'll cover it in a second. But congrats to Rain Factory. You're now a #1 guild. You went from 4th place to 3rd place. Now you're holding that #1 spot on the weekly guild stats. Congratulations, Rain Factory. It's definitely something to be proud of. And then you have Still Friendly 2 and Friendly coming up behind. The Friendly family has been kicking butt this new go around. This really correlates to the new season that's coming up for the SGL. Truly. And then 4th place you have Wolfblood. 5th is the Forest, Murderers of the Universe, and 6th Prostor and 7th. Nice, you say Yee coming back. What's going on here? That 7th or the 8th place position, Asgard. Awesome job, newer guild, been kicking it. They did a really good job this past season in the SGL. They're 9th, and Golden Arrows, a classic, holding on to that 10th place position. Now, PvE side of the house, holy moly, what can you say here? Absolutely insane. The Stepping Legion, same as the Scarlet Legion, this is TSL, moved over to PvE so that all their players could grind levels for a season and take a break from PvP. But it doesn't seem like they're taking a break, really. 21 mil for the week in the PvE side of the house. They're absolutely crushing it. I don't know what they're doing over there, but they are crushing PvE side of the house now. Dead Poet Society, though they have increased their EXP, unfortunately, TSL's now in their realm. So they came in that 2nd place position. Shadow Garden, holding on to 3rd place. Resolve, name we haven't really heard of. 4th, Zenith Kitties, holding on to that 5th. Then we have Wolf, Italia, Church of Cheeseology, the Peaceful Crusade, and finally Drifters holding on to the 10th place position. Now I do want to point out, the Titans aren't on this list. Normally, they are consistently in the top 10. It may waver from 1st, 2nd, all the way down to 10th, 8th, whatever. But they're normally on the top 10 PvE. Not this past week. There's some new blood in town. And now they got to work for it. Maybe they're taking a break. Who knows? Either way, that's it for the weekly guild stats. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave that like down below. If you want to see more of this content, go ahead and hit subscribe. You'll be notified every time any of our streams are released, any of our VODs, and even our videos like this with the weekly guild stats. Because these are weekly content pieces that come out for everyone. And finally, you just want to do some trash talking, you want to, explain about your guild, maybe, Resolve, want to drop a comment down below explaining your guild and what you do, go ahead, leave a comment. We'd love to see it. We respond to everything, almost everything, as long as, it's good, I guess. I don't know. Either way, I'm heading out. Till next time.